Berlin, a city shaped by empires, wars, walls, and now quiet transformations. Christianity has deep roots here. Martin Luther's Reformation shaped much of northern Germany, and Berlin's skyline still carries that legacy in its cathedrals. But fast forward to today, a rising number of Berliners identify as atheist or spiritual but not religious. And yet, quietly, steadily, more people are embracing Islam. One of the people at the heart of this shift, Imam Emrah. He's 33, born and raised in Berlin. At 20, he left for Istanbul to study Islamic theology, then Jordan. Then he returned home, not for comfort, but for purpose. Today, he serves as the main imam at Mevlana Mosque in Kreuzberg, one of Berlin's most symbolic mosques. And in just 3 years, through personal connection and heartfelt da'wah, Imam Emrah has helped 90 people embrace Islam. That's not an exaggeration. That's record keeping. Literally. He keeps a record of every shahada. But these aren't sudden shahadas. These are long journeys. Imam Sah says most people who come to Islam have been studying it privately for months, some for years. They've read the Quran in translation, watched hours of videos, asked themselves hard questions. They're not chasing a trend. They're seeking the truth. And when they're finally ready, they come with hearts full of hope and nerves. One of them was a 53-year-old woman. She fasted just to try it out, just one day. But that one day turned into 30. And by the end of Ramadan, she said something many born Muslims forget to feel. Something was missing, so I came to complete it. There are many stories like hers. A tourist who walked into the mosque with a question and walked out with the shahada. A young man whose only exposure to Islam had been through biased media until a friend showed him otherwise. A woman who cried while reciting La ilaha illallah for the first time, not out of fear, but because she felt finally seen by her Creator. And here's the part we can't ignore. They are not just converts. They are new Muslims. That means they are vulnerable. Their old circles might not understand. Their families might disapprove. And if we, the Muslim Ummah, don't step up to support them, who will? Imam Sah knows this. He doesn't stop after the Shahada. He guides them, teaches them, checks in weeks later. He tells them worship is the key to peace. When you pray, when you fast, when you connect to Allah, your heart will settle. But he also warns them, Shaitan will try harder with you now. That's why we need to stay connected. And let's talk about language, because this matters. Emrah delivers sermons in 3 languages, Turkish, Arabic, and German. That's not just a skill, it's strategy. Because the youth in Berlin, most of them speak German better than anything else. If the deen isn't reaching them in their language, we're not really reaching them. He teaches 130 youth every week, not cultural traditions, but Islamic knowledge, fiqh, aqidah, Quran, in the language they understand. And that makes all the difference. And he shares new shahadas online, but only with consent. Why? So the ummah can make dua, so others can be inspired. So the story spreads that Islam is alive in places you might not expect. So to every new Muslim out there, welcome. We see you. We're proud of you. And we're making dua that Allah keeps your heart firm. And to the rest of us, maybe it's time we remember what it means to invite someone to Islam, not with pressure, not with ego, but with compassion, clarity, and dua. Because the ummah grows, not just by numbers, but by hearts turning back to Allah. May Allah bless Imam Emrah and every sincere da'i out there. And may we be among those who help people find Allah, not push them away from Him.